Are you ready? Am I ready? Is it on it? Hi, y'all. I'm Lizzie Arbogast, sports editor at Tallapoosa Publishers, alongside, or sort of alongside, my managing editor, Santana Wood. We are definitely practicing social distancing. I am here at the TPI office. Santana is at home tonight.
I am at home tonight. Like Lizzie said, we are definitely practicing the social distancing pretty hard at this point, and still definitely encouraging everybody else to do that as well. And we're kind of figuring out this different way of bringing the show to you guys. So we're excited you're watching.
Yeah, absolutely. And the first thing that we want to get into tonight is that it was a pretty big rise tonight from the the Department of Public Health releasing their numbers today at this point. It went from 81 this morning at 10 o'clock to 106 in the state at 4:50 p.m. So that was one of the biggest jumps that we've seen thus far.
And at this time, we still have 0 confirmed cases in Tallapoosa County. We have heard some rumors of cases in Alexander City, but you guys know that we're not going to give you that information unless we've 100% verified it and know that it is fact. And at this time, as far as we know, and the information that we have been given and the sources that we have, there are 0 confirmed cases in Tallapoosa County at this time. But I'd like to reiterate that can change. Numbers are released every day, and the tests do take up to 48 hours to get back. So we'll see.
Yeah, and I think in Alabama, just in general, you'll probably be seeing a little bit more accurate numbers soon, because you've got to remember that the testing process really only ramped up in Alabama at the beginning of this week. Knowing there can be that 72-hour hold is when we'll start to get a lot more of those tests back. But as far as those rumors, we've heard, oh, someone's confirmed. No, they just have, been tested. No, they just think they have the symptoms. So it's all these kind of rumors. So just make sure that, while we do hear all the rumors, we had a lot of people reach out and say, have you heard that? We do hear them, and we're tracking them down, but don't want to give you guys any misinformation. Certainly don't want to give you guys any fearful information that might end up being true.
Right, definitely. And as soon as we do have a confirmed case in Tallapoosa County, we will absolutely let you know as soon as possible. We will have something up on our website whenever we do know that 100% for a fact. But still, at this time, we have 0 confirmed cases.
So on the other side of that, I want to talk about some national and statewide news. As you guys know, President Donald Trump has been hosting a morning briefing every day, and just some bullet points of his today. He did waive federal loan student payments for 2 months. Now, this does not include personal loan payments. So for me, actually just my student loan paid off, of course. So no, it's still a good thing. But I had a lot of private and federal loans, so it does not include private loans. Also, they're moving the tax date deadline from April 10th to July 15th, but still encouraging people to get in their taxes as soon as possible so that they can get some money back.
Right. And over on the education front, the federal government is offering states to apply to waiver standardized testing for the year. Alabama has already done so, and school reports will also be sent out, but the school will grade those as themselves. Whatever grade a school maybe got this year will be applied to next year. We're still kind of looking into the details of that as far as what that means for failing schools. Also, Governor Ivey this morning released earlier around lunchtime, released a statement to kind of clarify the statewide mandate that was released on Thursday, to say that she did not intend for that order to apply to work-related gatherings. So again, that mandate that was released on Thursday, the 25 people or more or less, does not apply for work-related gatherings. I'm sorry, I got tongue-tied.
And I do think, it was interesting to me that it kind of felt like a little bit of a step back. Alabama was taking a lot of precautionary measures with Governor Ivey doing that. It kind of felt like, to me, it was like, okay, if you can get it out in a gathering, you can get it at work, 25 or more. So I would say, for those in our area, if you're able to work from home or work socially distanced, like we're trying to do here at TPI, absolutely take those precautions. Hopefully your managers are working with you and those kinds of things. And if you do have to be out in the work environment, make sure you're washing your hands and, being safe and taking those extra precautions that you can.
Yes, and employers are, by the state, asked to try to follow those social distancing rules as much as possible. As far as local education here in Alexander City and Tallapoosa County, those feeding programs will start Monday, and we will have some more information on that in the Outlook for Saturday. As far as Tallahassee City Schools, that feeding program will begin March 30th, and schools in Elmore County will have their usual spring break, which is scheduled for next week.
Actually, the Elmore County Public Schools has already began its feeding program, and it will go through, is starting already, and it will continue through its regularly scheduled spring break. However, it's only on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And if I read it correctly, I think they're trying to provide more meals. For instance, they started today. Estimated 3,500 students came out, and they gave them meals Sunday. So it's excellent what our schools are trying to do. For those of you who are concerned about, there are a lot of people in our communities that that's their meal for their kids, their free and reduced lunch and breakfast. And so please take advantage of those programs if you need them.
Yeah, definitely. And of course, continue to take the precautions as you can. Sanitize your hands and wash your hands as much as possible whenever going through all these things. Also over in Elmore County, for safety purposes, the Tallahassee Police Department has discouraged citizens from coming to the station for non-emergency reasons. They are still available for those emergencies if they happen, but otherwise going to the department, please avoid that. And over in Wetumpka, the city of Wetumpka is asking residents to refrain from using those blue recycling boxes for collection and instead place your recyclables in garbage bags or drop those off at the recycling center, which is located at 111 Red Eagle Drive, and it is open 24/7.
Yeah, and I also wanted to go back to that Tallahassee Police Department. I personally would like to, encourage people, don't dial 911 unless you need to kind of judge what is. I know a lot of police departments are saying that, judge what is and isn't an emergency. Obviously, if you need it, please, by all means, reach out to those people that can help you, those first responders. But kind of think about maybe, is this emergency situation, call the police department instead directly rather than 911. And just make sure that those first responders are available for anybody who really need it and that they can stay safe as well.
Definitely. We are going to take a real quick break. No, we're not. Okay.
No, we're not.
We usually would, but I guess we've changed things up tonight. Like I said, you guys bear with us here as we kind of get used to this new form of our newscast. I guess we will talk about some feel-good news next. That's something
we need some feel-good news.
Everybody really needs a little bit of. The Alexander City Kiwanis Club made a $1,000 donation today to the Lake Martin Area United Way, and we think that is awesome. Our local civic clubs are so great, and in a time like this, again, it shows that our Lake Martin community and River Region comes together to help out others whenever they need it.
Yeah, absolutely. There was a lady who kind of tugged at my heartstrings a little bit today. She called up the Outlook and she was very upset and desperate need of help. And I immediately called Ed Shakowski, who has set up that neighbor to neighbor program out there in Dadeville. She was located more in that area. And within a couple hours, that program had reached out to her, was getting the supply recipe for her and bring it out there this afternoon. So one of the things she said was, I hate to ask for help. So at this point, don't be afraid. If you need some help, We have those agencies both in Elmore and Tallapoosa County between United Way and those kinds of things. Don't be afraid to ask for help because there are resources available.
Definitely. There are a lot of people who are wanting to come together and help those people in need during this time. And if we can help be an outlet for that, if you need some help, please reach out to us and we will try to connect you with someone. Like we said, the Neighbor to Neighbor project over in Dadeville is trying their best and doing a great job of helping those in need whenever they're brought to them.
Yeah, absolutely. Another feel-good story a little bit. Fuller Realty actually paid part of Oscar's Cafe. That's a cafe out there in Dadeville. Paid for their power bill or part of their power bill, and also doing it. I believe it was $3,000 to be kind of divvied up between their employees that are going to be, out of work and struggling. And we do have a great story in Saturday's Outlook about those employees who are struggling and kind of their story. And I think you saw something from John Thompson was also kind of the feel-good ones.
Yeah, John Thompson posted a picture this week of a ton of trash that he had picked up. And, the Clean Community Partnership is not meeting tomorrow for its usual third Saturday cleanup. And we think that's a good idea because it's not good to get people in those big groups and social gatherings as the state has mandated against that. So we think it's great that John Thompson got out over the week and picked up some trash because that's a way that you can do something to help the community, but also not be in that big social group. And again, the Clean Community Partnership is encouraging people to still volunteer and clean up tomorrow, Saturday morning, as they normally would. And we just think that's something that is kind of normal in our community. And right now we're kind of all adjusting to this new normal. And I think that that's something that we can continue to do. Get out there and pick up that trash and clean up our area roadsides. And kind of keep that, pick up our area going like we have been in the past.
Yeah, absolutely. As always, we do want to end, before we end our show, we want to talk a little bit about Facebook and those myths versus facts and things like that. One big thing that I don't want to confirm or deny necessarily tonight because we don't know for 100% fact, but we have seen something about, so if you're tested in one county, but you're from another county, where is your number going in terms of the coronavirus? If you test positive, say, I'm from Alex City, I haven't been tested, to clarify. But if I were, maybe I would go to Wetumpka to do it. I have family in that area, that kind of thing. Would my number come as Elmore County positive or a Tallapoosa County positive or negative for that matter? And we are looking into that. We believe in Alabama that it counts to where you're actually from, but we are definitely looking into that and making sure that we get those verified numbers, especially with people really wanting to know how close to home this thing is hitting.
Yeah, definitely looking into that. And, fortunately today we haven't seen as many myths on our social media, so we don't have as many to share. But as always, please, if you hear something and you're not sure if it's fact, please reach out to us, send us a message on Facebook, and we'll be happy to look into it so we can get the fact for you and debunk that or say it's fact.
One other thing I do want to mention about social media is we wanted to have a little fun today. Again, we needed some fun and some diversity. So we decided we would do a little photo contest. And we're asking you to send your pictures of you working from home. We have a photo of our sports writer, Caleb Turrentine. He's been working from home. He's got his little setup on his bed. He's literally working on his bed. Whatever. And with his dog, Rogue. And we've set that up. So that's on the Alex City Outlook Facebook page. And there's going to be a prize for the winner. It's going to be our staff favorite pick. And we'll put together a little thing in the newspaper as well of all those pictures. So please enter that on Monday. Again, just I want to see what you guys are doing and have a little fun with it. So there's been some really cute pictures already that have been published. So we've been liking to see those again, just for some not so sad news.
Yeah, we all need a little something positive right now, and that's what we're trying to do for you guys. We're obviously giving you all the latest news that we know and everything that is going on in our area and in the world at this time. But we also want to brighten it up a little bit, and any bright spots in our community that we can share with you, that's what we want to continue to do here.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, we just want to reiterate that we'll continue to be your trusted source. Tallapoosa Publishers is really dedicated to making sure that we're getting factual accurate but also quick information. We've made a commitment that we would rather be factual than be fast, which not every news organization necessarily does, but we want to do that here at the Outlook, the Dadeville Record, Tunica Herald, Tallahassee Tribune, and even our Eclectic Observer page, still alive and well. So we want to continue to do that for you guys so that you can stay as safe and as healthy as possible.
Above all, we want you to know that you can trust us, and that's what we're here for. And we're going to continue to be here at 7 p.m. on weeknights. So you will see us again Monday. And if anything happens over the weekend, which the way things are going, something likely will happen over the weekend. So be sure to check our websites and our Facebook pages so you can see those latest updates. And we will see you back here again on Monday night. I'm Santana Wood, managing editor, alongside Lizzie Arbogast, our sports editor. Thank you guys for watching.
Bye.